Hi, happy Wednesday. Welcome. How are you today? I'm going to talk about the science of how habits work, and this is going to be a little bit more in depth than my last live. On my last live, I just talked about some basic things, and I did it on Monday. So if you want to go watch it, it's still up there. But how are you? Come on in and join me. And if you're trying to create some good habits, this information will probably be helpful. So if you're catching me on the replay, put a hashtag replay, and as always, show me some love. Okay. So the science of how habits works is pretty interesting, and this one is definitely going to take a little bit more time to explain. Okay, so the science of how habits works, basically there's four steps of building a habit. Okay, it may seem a little confusing at first, but I'm going to break it down and explain it. Okay. The process of building a habit, it can actually be divided into four simple steps. The first one is cue, and I'll explain these, okay? The second one is cravings, the third one is a response, and the fourth one is reward. And it's this four-step pattern that's the backbone of every habit. And your brain runs through these steps in the same order every time you're forming a new habit. Okay, which is really interesting. The first process is the cue triggers your brain to initiate a behavior. It's a bit of information that predicts a reward. So your mind is continuously analyzing your internal and external environment for hints of where the rewards are located. Okay? If that makes sense to you, let me know. If you're trying to form a habit right now, let me know. Okay? Now, the reason is because this is the first indication that we're close to a reward, and it will lead to a craving. So that leads to the second step, which are cravings, and are the motivational force behind every habit. The cravings differ from person to person. The thoughts, feelings, and emotions of the observer are what transform a cue into a craving. And this is gonna make more sense as towards the end, I'm gonna give some actual examples of how to actually put this in action. So if you don't have time to watch right now, just watch it back, and it'll make sense. Okay. The third step is the response. This is the actual habit you perform, which can take the form of a thought or action. So the response delivers a reward and is the end goal of every habit. Okay, so the cue is about noticing the reward. The craving is about noticing the reward. Sorry, the cue is about noticing the reward, or the craving. Sorry, I wrote that down. The cue is about noticing the craving, and the craving is about noticing the reward. Okay, so the reward satisfies us, and it teaches us which actions are worth remembering in the future. So your brain is a reward detector, basically. Okay. Yeah, this is going to make sense. Okay. Just hang in there with me. If your behavior is insufficient in any of the four stages, it will not become a habit. So So reduce the craving and you won't feel enough motivation to act. Yeah, that makes sense, right? And if the reward fails to satisfy your desire, then you'll have no reason to do it again in the future. The 4 laws of behavior change are a simple set of rules that we can use to build better habits. Make it obvious, make it attractive, make it easy, and make it satisfying. These are 4 behavior changes and a simple set of rules that we can use to build better habits, okay? I'm going to say it again. Make it obvious, make it attractive, make it easy, and make it satisfying. Otherwise, where is the motivation to form that habit? There has to be a reward at the end, right? Most of us assume that those hyperachievers who are always able to squeeze in their workout, eat healthy foods, ace their exams, and pick up their kids on time. Well, hopefully everybody does that, but we assume that these people who do this on a daily basis must have some superhuman self-control, right? No, that's not the case. What we mistake for willpower is often a hallmark habit. So when you see people doing this every day, they've established these hallmark habits. I see my neck is red right here. I was scratching it. So people with good habits rarely need to resist the temptation to laze on the couch, order greasy takeout, procrastinate on assignments, or watch one more viral video before they go dash out the door. That's because autopilot takes over, eliminating temptation from the equation. Yeah, that makes sense, right? So having established good habits, little to no willpower is actually required to choose wisely. The only catch is building good habits takes effort and insight. So this is how you can start building good habits, okay? Start this way. Set a specific goal. Don't say, I'll meditate regularly. Instead, say, I'll meditate 15 minutes each day. This makes it less daunting and easier to see your progress. Maybe you want to even make a little chart of each day that you actually accomplished meditating 15 minutes a day, and set the days in advance of a very specific goal, what days you want to meditate and what time. Create a detailed cue-based plan. A plan like, I'll study Spanish for 30 minutes, 5 days a week is okay. But a detailed cue-based plan like, every workday after my last meeting, I'll spend 30 minutes studying Spanish, and my office is much more likely to stick as a habit. Making this kind of plan reduces the chances that you're going to forget to follow through, because the when and the where in your plan will serve as cues to action that jog your memory even better. Put your plan on your calendar so you'll get a digital reminder, and establish hyper-specific plan. It's also going to force you to anticipate and maneuver around obstacles, and it makes procrastination feel more sinful. Okay? Yeah, so giving yourself a digital reminder, that's even better than just putting it on. Yeah, we all use the digital reminders these days, so that would really help put your plan in place being very specific and doing a digital reminder. And also, another way to start establishing better habits is to make it fun to repeat. If you don't have fun doing it, you're not going to keep doing it, right? No matter how much you want to do it, you have to make it enjoyable. Okay? So when we set out to build a new habit, most of us overestimate our willpower and set a course for the most efficient path to achieving our goal. You'll likely look for a workout if it's a workout goal you're trying to achieve, if you're trying to lose weight, if you're trying to be more consistent in working out, or even just start working out if you're not working out. You'll likely look for a workout that can generate quick results, like grinding it out on the treadmill, but instead focus on ways to make working out, make it more fun, like maybe Zumba or something like that. It might mean actually also changing your eating habits, maybe swapping out donuts, breakfast for a tasty smoothie. And you can also get most of your fruit and vegetable servings in a smoothie. So it's hard to eat all those vegetable and fruit servings that they say that we need to eat every day. Eating one smoothie a day, even 2 smoothies a day. But if you can at least eat one smoothie a day, you will be able to get more vegetables and more fruit that way if you don't have time to get all that in every day. If you're super busy, that can be a way to do it. Okay. Another way, use temptation building by considering letting yourself enjoy an indulgence that you crave while working toward your goal. And here's an example. Only let yourself binge watch your favorite show while at the gym or while cooking your healthy meals. If you do meal prepping, or whatever, even if you do your meals every day, that can be a way to kind of reward yourself for working towards your goals. Foster flexibility, that's important as well. It's important to have flexibility and some variability into your routine. You'll still want to have at least a best first plan. Maybe 8 a.m. meditation if you want to start meditating. Remember, be specific about your goal, how long you want to do it. Maybe 8 a.m. meditation session if you're trying to kick-start a mindfulness habit. But also experiment with other ways of getting the job done. So be flexible. Try maybe doing a meditation session at 5 p.m. and a noon session of working out. Be flexible. It's more motivating setting a tough goal for yourself, and also, so don't be too easy on yourself. Make it challenging, but also make it fun. It's more motivating setting a tough goal, and you want to make sure that you have a couple of reserves, emergency reserves each week that will give you the flexibility to maybe miss a day when a real emergency arises, and that maybe you can't follow through without getting discouraged and abandoning your goal entirely. So if you have a couple of those planned each week, just in case something comes up, that may help. So also find the right kind of social support. We're strongly influenced by the behaviors of people around us. And so let me give you an example. If you want to start running regularly, if that may be one of your goals, you are probably better off joining an established running club than asking a few friends who aren't yet in the habit of jogging. Good habits are contagious, so try to catch some by hanging out with people who are a little ahead of you on the learning curve as far as what you're trying to achieve. So this is how you can start establishing some good habits. So figure out what habits you want to achieve, set specific goals, and if you can't remember everything I said, or you just need a refresher, just watch this again. And I hope this helps, and I hope you have a good rest of the week. And I will be back on here. I'm not sure if I'm going to be on here Friday. I haven't been really doing lives on Fridays because I feel like people are busy on Fridays and they're getting things done. So hope you have a good rest of the week, and I'll see you on here next time. Bye.